We at Friends and Flannels care about our listeners, so this episode requires a quick trigger warning. Please refrain from listening to this episode if you are easily disturbed by mentions of death and suicide. Other than that, enjoy the episode. Thank you. Welcome to the Friends and Flannels podcast, where we read stories from pop culture and the internet and add just a tiny little bit of spice into it. A little less spice than last episode. I'll be your narrator today. My name's Kevin. And today we'll be reading Sonic Highschool by, what was it by again? Dark Doom Firemaster. I basically looked up Sonic fanfiction on Google, and this was one of the first ones that pop up. So, again, I'm Kevin, your narrator, and I'm joined by...
Sylvia.
Alex. Brendan.
Alright. And, we had this in another recording where we decided our characters.
Should we just go over that again?
Sure. We'll go over it again, but again, narrator, third time I said it, make sure it's driven deep into your skull that I'm the narrator this episode.
Oh, my turn?
Yeah.
And I will be playing Amy and Tails.
I will be playing Chammy and Rug.
Or Rouge.
Rouge.
And I'm Sonic.
Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic the Hedgehog.
So this is Chapter 15, Killer on the Loose, but loose is spelled Looce.
Perfect. And it says, author's second note. I fix E, a typo, and author's note, I wrote this chapter on a train. All caps. Alright. Sonic High School, Chapter 15. Shadow and Silver ran ahead into the school, but Sonic stopped to go to the bathroom. And he took an enormous...
1 second.
Yeah?
Okay.
he took an enormous, bad-smelling poop. Sonic knew he must be very emotional because this poop was so big that when he tried to flush the toilet, the big poop log just folded in half and clogged the toilet easily while looking like a part of a really fat pretzel that you would get at the mall. Not like the ones in bags from the supermarket, no. Sonic just said,
Forget it.
and ran out of the now very stinky bathroom after Charmy B.
I want to preface this by saying we literally rolled a dice to pick what chapter we were going to read, and it just so happened to be this one.
That was a good intro paragraph.
I'm
Sure
scared of what
is.
the rest is going to be, but
Yep.
carry on.
Sonic passed Shadow and Silver, who were in different hallways and going different ways. But he did not pass them at the same time because they were in different hallways.
Oh, good. Now we know.
and because even though Sonic was very fast, he could not actually be in two places at one time. Sonic went one way, and Shadow went the other way, and Silver went another way. It just kept happening.
Who wrote this?
He wrote it on
The
a train,
poison.
don't
the
you
poison
remember?
to kill Cusco. Cusco's poison.
One room that Sonic looked into was the art room. It made Sonic remember having art class with Charmy B. Charmy could not control his...
Wait a minute.
Charmy could not control his gay... I can't read that with a straight face.
Charmy could not
Urges.
control his gay urges.
Like everyone else, and used all the colors in every picture. Where like Sonic just used blue and Amy just used pink, and other people were normal like that.
That's not what being gay means.
No,
at
no,
all.
no, you're
That's-
normal.
Yeah.
You only
you're-
use one color,
well,
you're straight. You use
Look-
more than one,
It's 'cause you're
gay.
gay.
'Cause you're gay.
I guess.
You see Mona Lisa? He made that 'cause he's gay.
Oh, wow.
Sonic thought about how this was and that it was still surprising that Charmy could do something like this. Shadow went into a room, among other rooms.
Shadow went into a room. Best writer in history.
Among other rooms. That was the car fixing room. The car fixing room, you
Ooh,
know?
Wow.
No.
Should I go to AutoZone and be all
Yeah.
like, is this your car fixing
Fixing
room?
room?
Shadow remembered about how he had car fixing class with Charmy. Now, Charmy was really terrible at fixing cars because it was not in him to do something like a man would do.
When was this written?
2012, it said.
Okay.
Makes more sense.
Shadow thought it was weird how Charmy could now do something that was so manly, like killing. Wait!
What?
Wait, what?
We missed a lot. Jeez. And one room that Silver ran into was the gym room, where Silver one time had gym class with Charmy B. Man, can't believe he had gym class in the gym.
Wild.
He remembered how Charmy was positively the worst at sports and being an athlete.
Because he's gay.
So it made him wonder why Charmy could wait.
That
Made
is a
him
confusing
wonder-
sentence.
Made him wonder why Charmy could do something that was actually doing something, like killing.
Wow.
Sonic and Shadow and Silver, oh man, ran around and around and eventually. That's like 5 ands in that
Yeah.
one sentence. They
There's-
just
Every other
There's
word.
another and
Oh.
Take a
coming
shot
up.
every time you hear
And another and.
and another
And another
and
and.
another one.
Could be
Eventually, they
annihilated.
just got tired and could not find Charmy at all. Charmy was trying to was trying to be a murderer. I'm pretty sure after you've
What?
killed,
You're already a murderer.
I
You-
don't think
you
you
can't-
have to try to be a murderer
Oh, yeah.
after you've killed
Cool,
someone.
I'm a
Yeah.
gay murderer.
Oh
I've always
man,
wanted to be.
Are you a murderer? No, that was dumb.
You're a murderer.
Why do you murder?
Because you're gay.
But they.
Charmy was trying to be a murderer. Whoa. Charmy was trying to be a murderer, but they were just tired of looking for him. So they sat down in chairs and didn't do anything else now. Back in the front of the school, Amy decided she needed to go to the bathroom. Is this going to be as graphic as the other one with Sonic? Rouge went with her because she had to go, and Cream stayed with Knuckles and Knuckles Jr. and Tails, who was still trying to become awake. Most people had left the school by now, but there were still some waiting to get into the women's bathroom. But Amy and Rouge did not feel like waiting in line, so they just went to the men's bathroom, where normally it was that the people inside were men.
Whoa.
Oh man.
Thanks for spelling that out.
Wild.
This reminds me of like when you're writing an essay and you have to get the word count in.
Got to get the word, yeah. Amy and Rouge were not men, so this was against the rules.
No.
As soon as Amy opened the door, a super powered smell hit her face. It punched her right in the nose because it was Sonic's poop smell.
Okay, what are we reading?
A fanfic?
Sonic High School,
Yeah.
chapter 15.
Where
You're
Charmy
reading
is
Oh yeah, you're also Rouge?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Screamed Rouge.
What is that smell?
Amy?
Yeah, but this sentence is not a real sentence.
Well, read it as it is.
I have heard this smell a million times before.
Said Amy the Rouge, somehow hearing smells.
You ever just hear smells?
You ever just hear it?
Who could say this? Because she was Sonic's first girlfriend.
Girl,
The
friend.
F in
The G
capitalized,
and F are capitalized.
even though it's still one word.
Meaning that she had been around Sonic pooping. You gotta say it.
You gotta
Gotta
say
say
it.
it.
No, I'm just more shook. Like, are straight people okay? Do they just hang out in the bathroom while the other person is crapping?
Yes.
Kinda.
I can't read this.
Yes,
Read it.
you gotta.
This smell. This smell is Sonic's poop.
Alright! Amy and Rouge went into the bathroom anyway, because you can never get a break when it comes to going to the bathroom. No matter what, you could always end up going even if you try all to not to all night.
What?
They were holding their hands above their noses. And then Amy opened a stall door, and inside was a shocking thing to see. But she saw it anyway. It was Charmy B.
That rhymed.
Yeah, a guy is in the men's bathroom.
Ah, it's you!
Screamed Amy in a scared, shocked way.
In a scared and shocked way.
Uh,
You're a murderer.
Not yet.
Go on, said Charmy.
But now I will start to be by killing you.
Charmy, the bee, jumped at her from inside the stall
Bah!
and into Amy, and they fell back. And Charmy was on top and
Same.
holding a knife and about to cut Amy apart when Rouge came over and kicked Charmy, and he flew off her body and over to a wall by rolling.
That whole sentence was one sentence, by the way.
And takes place before the action.
Yeah.
All right.
Take this!
Said Rouge as she flapped her bat wings at Charmy to push. I'm glad she didn't flap her other wings,
Oh,
I
yeah.
guess. At Charmy to push off all the horrible poop air at him. It
Oh,
all
God.
went to him. But then Charmy got up and ran at Amy with his knife and cut her on the legs because he is short. And then jumped back,
Ow!
said Amy.
I'm dying.
I guess. Amy fell
Yeah.
backwards. Got dizzy.
No, stay with me.
Said Rouge.
Use your special move while you can.
Amy knew that Rouge was talking about. Wait,
What?
Amy knew what Rouge was talking about, so Amy used her special attack. Amy shouted,
Girl blood.
and oh God! Do I want to?
Read it.
have
We
to.
have to.
We're almost to the end.
We're almost there.
And opened her legs, and a stream of blood shot at Charmy.
That's not how that works,
It's
by
a
the
Is
way.
it
special-
though?
It's a special move. Didn't you read?
That's not how that works at all.
You're covered in blood now. That is my attack.
Since Amy
I don't
was
care.
so good at being nice and caring, which is using your heart,
Oh my god.
Amy was able to speed up her heart so fast that her blood pumped out of the wound on her legs like a super soaker filled up by vampires. The blood hit Charmy in the face and body and all over really, and it was streaming. It was steaming and burning him. But he looked like he didn't care. Amy looked shocked and yelled.
How can you be so invincible?
Then Rouge said,
I bet he can't handle my special attack. Romance bite.
that one's a little better than the last special attack, gotta say. Rouge flew with her bat wings, not other wings, and went over the Charmy and bit him right in the neck using her fangs, and tried to make him fall in love with her. But it did not work,
It's not working.
cried Amy.
He must.
What'd you say?
gay.
Yay.
Oh, I see. He must have superpowers. He's going to kill us for sure.
Amy and Rouge tried to get away from Charmy, but he kept blocking them and coming at them with the knife. They were finally trapped in the corner, holding on to each other with their best in show boobs pressing up against each other and looking like the sexiest Legos ever.
What?
Legos.
Oh man.
No, remember, kids, no kink shaming.
The last time I saw the word sexiest Legos was when the Lego movie came out.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
yeah.
Oh,
I remember that.
I remember.
I remember.
Then, all of a sudden, Tails came into the bathroom and threw a piece of electronics at Charmy. Charmy looked up at Tails and said, "Who's Charmy?"
This Charmy's
Oh.
speaking.
But you are supposed to be.
and then died right there.
What?
Tails went over to Amy and Rouge and definitely stopped for a second to check out their boobs without them knowing, but then stopped and said,
You're safe now. That was not charming. It was a robot.
A robot? How did you know?
said Amy. Tails, being the smartest, thought it was a question for idiots, but said,
I knew as soon as Charlie was not being hurt by Sonic's poopsie. I was watching from the door. Normally, Charlie would have complained and passed out from smelling that, but he did not. So I knew. As soon as that happened, I ran and went and got a robot killer device for my electronics.
Wow. Thanks.
said Amy, and kissed Tails on the cheek for a reward.
I kiss myself.
Wonderful.
Oh, shit.
Really, Tails, you saved us, said Rouge, and kissed Tails on the other cheek.
You kiss me.
Wait, the next sentence. This shows you that you could be cool by being smart. In parentheses, except if you are a nerd ass.
What does that mean?
I don't know. This man had a problem with using too many colors in pictures.
Okay.
Tails and Amy and Rouge walked out of the bathroom and back to where Cream and Knuckles Jr. was. And soon Sonic and Shadow and Silver came back. And they were all back together.
There's so many ands.
The lunch lady was the only other person there. And she saw how tired they looked. So she made them a bunch of chow meat sandwiches.
Wait,
And-
but Cream's right there.
And they all ate until their tummies were going to burst. All the time they were eating, though, Sonic thought,
But then, where is Charmy? And where is the guy who made the robot? And so many other things. High school drama is just so crazy to be a part of.
Ba-dum-bum!
Ba-dum-bum. Bam!
We do a jump freeze
Yeah.
frame and then the credits roll.
And we play the.
So,
So
That was wild.
Sonic High School,
Cool.
Chapter 15.
I feel like we should read more of this.
oh yeah, we got time. You want to read the next chapter or another random chapter?
Another random. I'm
Okay.
already rolling
Okay.
the die.
Rolling the dice
Roll
for
the
the
dice.
for the next
While he's
random
rolling
chapter.
the die, what was your favorite part, Kevin?
Why did he describe the poop so much? Like,
It was wild.
this sounds like it was written by like a 7th grader who thinks this is what high school's like.
What about you? What was your favorite part of this?
I'm just confused about the gay robot murderer who was being shot by, quote, a super soaker filled up by vampires.
Okay, legit, when they said she started squirting out blood, I did not make the connection with the cut she just got.
Yeah,
Me
bro.
either.
It took me a second,
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
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 Were you thinking the same thing over there?
No, I was actually thinking of the leg.
You were on
You
point.
were-
Well,
I was on
Like
point.
said,
it doesn't work either way.
No, it's a super move.
Yeah.
It's
You
a
ever
super.
just-
It's their special
it's a
move.
super
Have
move,
the
of course it
ability to
works.
speed up your heart so fast that blood shoots out of your legs, which literally is physically impossible.
Only because she's so kind.
Oh
It's
yeah.
the power of heart.
It's the power of heart. So that's what they mean in Captain Planet. The different the different elements like water, earth, fire, heart.
I can speed up my heart and squirt blood out of any wound.
Like a super soaker filled by vampires.
Ayo, heyo, it's your friend Kevin back at it again with some announcements. Just want to give another special shout out to @KaiKennedyArt on Twitter. She made our wonderful background and our beautiful characters. And just want to address that we do have our own Twitter @FriendInFlannels. That is just one singular friend. He is your one friend in multiple flannels. And I also want to address our mic quality. Obviously, the announcement mic quality is a little better than our podcast mic quality. That's because I am recording these after we recorded, I think, episode 3 of the podcast. So expect episode 4, not the next episode, but the one after, to be a little better. Speaking of the next episode, a little hint. We're reading an official book that started as a fan fiction. Not good. Neither the fan fiction nor the book. The book's terrible. It was actually really boring to read, in my opinion. And we didn't even finish the chapter. We didn't get through a chapter. We just kind of ended the episode halfway through next episode. But it was still fun to read. So see ya then. Let's continue this episode.
Alright, what chapter did
Chapter
we get?
24, the next to last one.
Oh man.
I'll just go to the last one and then go to one previous.
It was 24.
Oh man, the last one's really long,
Yeah,
and I saw his
24.
penis
What?
Wait,
as you scrolled by.
Oh.
Should we read
yeah.
25?
no, we got this.
No, we'll save 25 for another
Ooh,
time.
I like this. They talk about cars. The
So,
car was an
okay,
SUV.
is it the same characters?
That's what
Are
I'm
we
gonna
gonna
look
need
through
a
for.
second to evaluate
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
characters?
Yeah,
Okay.
we are.
So
Take a
far,
cut.
I see Rouge and
SBO. Who wants to be SBO? Brendan, you be SBO because you didn't talk much last chapter.
Yeah, you'd think Sonic
Should
would
I
talk.
read
You
right
think
this
the main
whole thing
character would... I guess it was a side adventure about a gay bee
Who was a robot.
who was a robot.
And we only knew he was a robot because he could withstand the poop smell.
Poop smell.
I
like
guess
how you-
so.
oh,
And does that mean that, like, Rouge tried to give your boy a hickey to try
Would
and...
she have known that he was a robot if she tried to bite him?
It's a good question.
Hmm.
Let's email...
Oh, there's Sonic's mom in here too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did Sonic's mom. I
I'm like
never thought I'd
skimming
say
this,
that.
and I'm
But
so
stand up.
lost.
Okay.
S B O. Brennan, did you find any other speaking?
That's
parts?
what I'm looking for. I'm
Okay.
looking through.
This is what we have to do for every story. We have to find all the speaking characters.
Knuckles Jr.
Knuckles
there-
Jr. speaks
There's one that says they all say togetherly. So
togetherly.
togetherly.
I guess we'll all four just say that together.
Yeah.
I
Yes,
love
Knuckle Jr. does speak.
Do you like his name?
Knock
Jin.
Jin.
Knocked in.
Knock Jin. That sounds like a drink.
Knuckles.
It does sound like a drink.
Knock Jin. I want to make a shot called Sanix Mum. It's just a cement mix.
Yeah, bro.
I
Yeah, bro. You good over it?
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm just like half skimming through this,
Same.
and it literally makes no sense.
Oh, so you're saying the last one made more
There's
sense?
like a weird
Is there a poem?
song.
Oh my.
Wait, what?
There's
you
like
guys
a
Oh my
sing?
god,
song.
there is.
Oh wow.
I'll read the psalm in like a really
Okay,
chill
I think we
voice.
have all the characters.
Okay.
So this is chapter 24, titled Tales Song.
Oh, it's a psalm. I gotta sing it.
Me too. Who wants what? I'll still be Tails and Amy.
I'll be Rouge
You have to pick a different boy.
and
Watch him also be gay.
yeah. Who?
Do you want to play you and your own son?
Yes, please.
So you're going. Wait. So you're going to play.
Knuckles Senior
And Knuckles
and
Jr..
Knuck Tuck.
Yeah?
No.
I thought you said you wanted to be Sonic's mom.
I'm also gonna be Sonic.
You can.
So you're going to be Sonic's mom. Both Knuckles.
Maybe I won't be Rouge. This
Okay.
No, keep Rouge because
Keep Rouge.
I feel like Knuckles both Knuckles don't talk very much.
I didn't see any Rouge talking, but I'm not sure.
Okay,
Okay.
We'll just give you Rouge since it doesn't seem like she talks a lot.
Yeah.
And then who wants to be Espio?
Well, what are your
I'll be
plans?
SBO.
So you're Sonic and Espio,
Yeah.
Brennan?
Yeah.
Or you could be Sonic's mother.
No,
No.
you wanted to be
I
her.
wanted
You
so
wanted
bad.
it, so you get to have it.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So who is everyone? Really quick, let's run over this so we're all on the same page.
I am Sonic and SBO.
I am Rouge, Sonic's mom, Knuckles, and Knuck Jr.
I'll still be Amy and Tails.
And I'll be the narrator, and I guess Tails is song I'll sing.
And you'll be Tails' singing voice.
All right,
Cool.
here we go. Tails was sitting in the back of the car, where Amy was sitting in the front seat, where you do not drive it, also called the passenger
Also
seat.
called shotgun or passenger seat.
And Sonic's mom was sitting in the front seat, on the left, where you drive it.
Where you
Ah.
do drive it.
The car was an SUV. They were all dressed in nice clothes because they were driving back to Sonic's house from Sonic's funeral.
What?
Oh,
Sonic is dead.
Sonic is canonically dead.
Tails looks like a secret agent because he was wearing a suit, but he must have been the saddest secret agent ever,
I'm so sad.
said Amy in a crying way, sounding like the complete collection of teen idiot quotes because she did not have teeth. Wait, what?
What?
She was only talking now that there were most people not in the car. What?
Sonic's mom.
Sonic's mother speaks?
I know you are, and so am I. Tails, are you sad?
Yes, I am sad.
Said Tails to Sonic's mom in answer to her question.
Ah, thank you for clarifying.
Sonic's mom.
It is really difficult and sad when somebody dies, especially now that it is Sonic.
Said Sonic's mom, not crying but sounding really sad. She cried a lot at the funeral, but now she was being more normal and not making a big scene like a hot dog man selling hot dogs at a baseball game. I was about to say hot dog game.
Hot dogs.
Hot dog. Hot dog?
Hot dog.
I know. It's like, I just.
Said Amy, trying not to cry about how Sonic is dead and she is sad.
I just want everything to go away.
Amy started to cry again because she was just so emotionally weak, like a goddamn child.
Oh my god. And then Sonic's mom.
I understand that you are sad, Amy, but I have to tell you two something. Please do not kill yourselves, okay?
Said Sonic's mom in a very sad and meaning it way.
Being a teen is the hardest thing in the world. It is harder than being in war or in jail.
Is it really though?
I know it, but do not kill yourselves because it will get cooler when you are done being a teen.
Hey, I know your friend died, but don't worry, life
I
will
know
get
that
cooler.
your friend died and my son died, but let me just have this little PSA.
Tails looked down at the ground of the car and did not know what to
The
say.
ground of the
The car.
car? You
Ground
mean
of
the
the car.
floor?
Ground to the car.
But he said, Tails said,
Tails.
Oh, I thought it said
Oh.
Sonic, but wait, he's
Sonic's
dead.
dead.
Never mind.
Okay,
he said it in a sad and quiet way.
okay.
This was real.
What
was
was?
real was that Tails really did not want to kill himself now that Sonic was dead. What was the point of living if you're not going to do it with your best friend? In parentheses, Sonic. Where are we?
Literally
you
right there.
You scrolled and I'm all like, where'd everything go? Alright. Then they got to Sonic's house and they went inside. And just after they took off their fancy clothes, then Rouge and Espio came over with Knuckles and Knuckles Jr., who were there. Rouge looked very
Burlesque.
burlesque in her tiny baby dress with her unlimited boobs nearly jumping out of her clothing.
This feels like 50 Shades of Grey.
And Espio looked like a professional movie star on a red carpet because he was wearing a suit. Knuckles and Knuckles Jr. looked like shrunken presidents because they were also wearing suits. And then all of...
Just all three of you at the same time.
Like me too?
3,
Yeah, the three of
Okay.
you.
3, 2, 1.
Hello.
Wow. Hi.
Said Tails to them. That's Rouge.
We have to go talk to Sonic's mom to try and cheer her up and to be nice.
Said Rouge and Espio. They gave Knuckles and Knuckles Jr. to Tails, who took them into a different room.
I'm so sad about Sonic.
Said Knuckles Jr.
This is really all the worst thing that could have happened.
Knuckles?
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is Knuckles.
this is the saddest.
Do Knuckles
You're
and-
giving them the same voice.
Oh shit! I
The
thought that was.
first one
I
was
thought that was.
Junior.
Oh, can I retake it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm so sad about Sonic.
Said Knuckles Jr.
This is all the worst thing that could have happened.
Yeah. This is the saddest.
Said Knuckles.
Sonic did not deserve to die. They were.
Nope.
They
oh,
They were all agreeing so much about it. After a while of not talking, Knuckles said,
Hey Tails, the end of school is tomorrow, and I have my last ending test that decides.
Last ending test.
Last ending test that decides if I move on to the next grade, or if I lose and have to go back to the start of high school.
Because that's how school works.
So hold on, he is in high school, but he has a child that can speak and understand the concept of funerals.
Your boy got busy.
Reminds me of someone we know.
Oof.
Tails looked at Knuckles in a deep way and said,
Wow. That's a lot of pressure. What do you have to do?
Tails was trying to be nice and helping Knuckles because he was a baby now.
What?
And most of the
Okay.
time when people complained about school to Tails, Tails just thought, not saying,
Are you the king or queen of idiots?
because Tails was the smartest, and school was just so easy to him. Even the hardest classes that they made
Or geniuses.
for geniuses.
Knuckles.
What I have to do is write a news story about an event thing happening around town.
Event thing?
It has to be real.
Said Knuckles. Knuckles looked like a worrying boy and made a sound that showed he is worried. Knuckles was a baby.
Baby, no. There is everything that I can lose to this.
He said in a way.
He said in a way. What?
Tails.
Oh.
I will look for your story. Hold on. I will look for a story for you to do your new story on, and hopefully you will pass and not have to go all the way back to the beginning of high school. Cost you thousands of dollars in lost fees.
Said Tails and Knuckles seriously. Then Tails asked to the both of them.
Hey, get. Hey, can you please both give me all of your baby teeth?
Knuckles and Knuckles Jr. took out their baby teeth
I knew you were
And-
going to ask that.
and gave them to Tails, using his technology and tools and good old-fashioned elbow lubricant.
You mean elbow grease?
No, elbow
Lubricant.
lubricant. Tails glued all the teeth together to make enough teeth for one normal person mouth.
Oh, he's gonna give it to Amy.
That's
And
not how
went
teeth
downstairs.
work.
Sweet.
That's
Adorable.
kind of sweet.
That's
not
not how
gonna
teeth
lie.
works,
No,
though.
It's sweet though.
Sweet.
Hey, here's baby teeth that I
so now
glued
she's
together.
got like baby teeth mouth.
Tails.
Where?
We're
I'm
right
so
here.
lost.
We're right here.
Here, Amy, this is for you. Baby teeth.
Said Tails, looking at Amy, who looks like a total dumpster ever since ever since Sonic punched all her teeth out before he killed himself.
Interesting.
You can use teeth and they will feel just like you never lost your teeth.
So that's supposed to be Tails talking, but there are no quotations around that
Oh,
sentence.
okay.
Oh, I love the analogy coming up.
Amy grabbed them from out of Tails' hand and put them in her mouth, and they fit so perfectly like a Pop-Tart in most toasters. Amy?
Wow, Tails, this feels great. How on earth did you manage to get teeth from me?
Said Amy, now sounding she was no longer a teen loser. Amy hugged Tails.
No need to worry. You can just thank the modern efforts of science.
Tails cheered and danced. I can't read when you dance.
Sorry.
Tails cheered and danced a little, and Amy thanked pharmaceutical companies.
What?
And then Tails went back over to where Knuckles and Knuckles Jr. were. Then Tails went to Knuckles Jr., who was also there, and started to do a conversation with him.
Started to do a conversation. Oh, wait, that's me.
Hey, Knuckles Jr., how are ya?
Said Tails to Knuckles Jr.
Good.
Said Knuckles Jr.
Was sad, of course.
Of course,
I
it's spelled
didn't
wrong.
see this coming at all.
Knuckles Jr. hugged his legs to his body like an imaginary tree that could bring roots up and use them as legs.
Yeah, but what's your deal? Are you really psychic? 'Cause you're just a baby.
Said Tails in a caress way.
I'm so lost.
I find I seem to be able to see the future sometimes, but I cannot always control it. As you said, I'm just a baby, but when I get older, I can probably use my powers to win the lottery and become CEO of Progressive Car Insurance.
Specifically Progressive Car Insurance.
And the
Spons-
CEO.
Sponsored by Progressive Car Insurance, save over $763 today.
Said Knuckles Jr. Knuckles Jr. was saying this to Tails.
No.
Okay.
Said Tails. Tails also thought inside his hugest brain that he did not want to kill himself anymore. He was still sad, but talking to babies made him realize there is a lot more to come in life and good things. And if Sonic is dead, it is not the end of the world, but only the end of Sonic. Which is sad. Tails went downstairs into Sonic's garage by
Why is
himself.
the garage downstairs?
Maybe they were upstairs.
Okay, it didn't specify that though.
And found Sonic's electrical guitar and had it.
And had it.
Sonic used to play songs on this.
Said Tails to the ears of the world, thinking about when Sonic played cool rock and roll songs.
Rock
Rock
and
and roll.
Rock and roll.
Rock. Oh my god. Tails put the guitar on to his body and held it and thought for a minute and then began to play a song. He played a sad song that was not mad or happy sounding. But it was not a slow song. It was a medium song that did not go too fast. Because, it can't go too fast for Sonic, I guess. So, you would dance. Or too slow, so you would sleep. Then Tails closed his eyes and just knew the words he wanted the same as he felt them and sang out loud while playing the song he just made up. And the words to the song he made up went... Bro, do you want to sing this since you haven't read anything at all?
You have no other lines.
No, I'm fine.
You have a beautiful voice, though.
Do I?
You
Yeah.
do.
Do you want to sing it in Toad's voice?
Dear God, no.
Hell yeah!
At least make it so we can understand the words.
You're gonna hate this audio section.
This is
Welcome
gonna
to
be an
editing,
nightmare.
boys.
Being a teen is so hard. You have to learn how to drive a car. And if you hit anything, it is you
You also have to go to school. It is definitely not for fools. And everything is even harder because my best friend died. Oh wow, my best friend died. I just want to hide. High school drama is so hard to be a part of. It has crazy things like friendship and love. It is the worst. It makes me want to burst. You have to get a date or everyone will laugh. And in a lake they will push you off a raft. Girls wear makeup and guys get tattoos. There are so many possible drugs to do. There are also bullies around and sports with balls that are round. And everything is even harder because my best friend died. Oh wow, my best friend died. I just want to hide. High school drama is so hard to be a part of. It has crazy things like friendship and love. It is the worst. It makes me want to burst. I am doing a middle finger at God, but God is not real, and the world is odd. I am crying.
I am
so
too.
much that my tears could make a cave where you cannot be scared. You just must be brave. I am tired of things going on diets and being mad and starting riots. And everything is harder because my best friend
just
died. Oh wow, my best friend died. I just want to hide. High school drama is so hard to be a part of. It has crazy things like friendship and love. It is the worst. It makes me want to burst. Oh wow, my best friend died. I just want to hide. High school drama is so hard to be a part of. It has crazy things like friendship and love. It is the worst. It makes me want to burst.
That was beautiful.
See, you have a beautiful
Dog break.
dog break.
Dog break.
Hello.
We're almost to the end of the story.
Dog break.
Misty.
Dog
Misty.
break.
Misty just wants to
Okay.
like,
Did you get licked? Did you get smooched?
get flirted. No, not on the mouth. We're not to that point in our relationship yet.
Whew. My fingers hurt from snapping so hard.
What a song.
What a wild
What-
song. That's gonna be stuck in my head for the rest of the night.
Alright, Misty, get out of here.
Misty. Misty, go.
Yeet.
Goodbye.
Whoa.
Okay. Tail singing sounded like a beautiful butterfly telling its life story to a little boy who fell asleep on a bench in the park without losing his money to a common thief. Okay. Oddly specific. Tails finished singing his song, and he saw all of the tears that were now at the bottom of his feet on the ground in a pool so big he could invite a cruise ship to do its first cruise in the pool.
That's not how cruise ships work.
But then all of a sudden, Tails turned and saw Knuckles Jr. at the door to the garage.
That was really sad to hear,
Said Knuckles Jr.
but it is healthy to get rid of your emotions, instead of killing yourself.
Then Knuckles Jr. walked forward into the room and tripped in a way that the door behind him closed and was now locked, and they were in the room, so they were locked in there. Oops! Said Knuckles Jr. like an idiot, baby!
Oh no!
Screamed Tails out loud.
If only we had a lockpick.
Said Knuckles Jr. Then all of a sudden, everything came to Tails and he realized what just happened over the past events.
That's it! That's it! Using this information and my big intelligence, I know what is happening!
Shouted Tails. Tails got so excited he spun his flying tail so hard he went through the locked door so it was open and went out of Sonic's house and went directly to the Cream's house without even celebrating at an ice cream place first. And that was the end of chapter 24.
What a wild chapter.
This is a wild story. So we had a game murderer,
Yeah.
and then
Game murderer robot.
That
And then-
was faked by a robot.
and then 9 chapters later, Amy got her teeth punched
punched out.
in, and Sonic killed himself.
Yeah.
I feel like we should read this all the way through.
Maybe.
But out of order.
Yeah,
It has to be
No,
out
not.
of order.
We could record it out of order,
Oh yeah.
and then I'll just post it in order.
Okay, so
That
if you're
sounds
watching this
good.
in the future, just keep
So-
in mind
so
that
if
we
you're
recorded
watching
this.
in the future, we if you're watching this, if you're listening to this in the future, we recorded the 15th one first,
Chapter 15 and then chapter
and
24.
then chapter 24.
Yeah, we recorded this completely out of order.
So if you're listening to this in order, just think, if you're lost, we are even more lost.
Yeah. Would anything
But at
even
some point we will not be lost.
who knows?
Hopefully.
Would anything even make sense if we did read it?
I have no idea.
We'll see.
Oh no.
We'll see.
I
Eventually.
I can't wait to find out the events that led up to him having a disdain for the gay bee and like really stressing that he's gay.
I want to know why the gay bee was a murderer and a robot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wanna know what Amy said that made Sonic punch out
Punch
all
her
his
teeth.
teeth.
All right. So I guess we'll sign off, or do we just end it like right here?
Cut.
And not
Yeah.
we'll cut it.
Yeah,
Sounds
sure.
good.
That works.
All right.
I'll be going to that.
Quick, we gotta do vocal exercises.
I'm gonna let it go until you stop.
All aboard the steam train.
And cut.